Meghan is hardly innocent. She is down in the dirt with me, whether she likes it or not. And you need to understand that the story you are about to hear is not gentle in any way. Prince Andrew is speaking, and Meghan is reportedly panicking because his downfall was neither small nor private, it was global. His close ties to Jeffrey Epstein and the serious allegations involving Virginia Roberts destroyed his public standing almost overnight. Titles were stripped, doors were closed, and his royal future was erased in full view of the world. The press reported it, the public witnessed it, and the palace acted decisively. Yet, the strange question remains. If Andrew is brought down because of Epstein, why has there been complete silence regarding Meghan Markle's alleged connection to the same world? The same circles, the same timeline, the same social orbit, yet two entirely different outcomes. One royal was punished, while the other appears protected, with no headlines, no pressure, no investigation, nothing at all. Someone appeared to place a wall of silence around Meghan's history, as if certain topics were deliberately locked away. And that silence is exactly what makes this story so explosive. Silence does not mean innocence. It suggests that someone does not want the truth discussed. This leads to a shocking next layer that completely changes how Meghan's history is viewed. Before Harry, before the wedding, and before the headlines, sources claim Meghan had a personal relationship with Prince Andrew that was not so secret. It was not a distant acquaintance or a brief greeting at an event, but a close connection. According to those familiar with the situation, Andrew reportedly told friends that he knew Meghan long before she became a duchess, and that their relationship was far more personal than the public was ever told. This is the part few discuss, because if Meghan and Andrew had a direct relationship in the past, then she did not enter the royal world as an outsider. She was already connected. And that changes everything. It raises unanswered questions. How did they meet? How close were they? And why was this never acknowledged? Most importantly, why was this information hidden when Andrew's scandal became public? If Andrew fell because of his associations and Meghan was claimed to be part of the same circle, why did only one of them suffer consequences? Was someone protecting her? Was the palace afraid of something larger? Or was her history considered too dangerous to expose? Whatever the reason, this chapter of her past was sealed tightly until now, and the next clue takes the story somewhere unexpected onto the water, into a world connected to Epstein, and directly into the heart of the stormed TO support investigations like this. Make sure to subscribe to Royal Daily Report and hit the like button, as we bring you royal stories no one else will cover. When following a story like this, patterns matter, places matter, people matter, and in this case, one name becomes a crucial bridge. Karina Shuliak, Jeffrey Epstein's last known girlfriend. She publicly stated that the only time she ever flew on private planes or yachts were when she was with Epstein. And those trips were not casual vacations, but part of his private world, his inner circle, and his controlled environment. This is where Meghan enters the picture. In 2014, photographs surfaced showing Meghan on a yacht, placing her within the same elite, exclusive lifestyle space. Shuliak described a space closely connected to Epstein's world. This was not a public cruise or a charity event, but a private yacht. When this is connected to Meghan's claimed past relationship with Prince Andrew, the picture becomes even more unsettling. The same timeline, the same social circles, and the same power environment. This no longer looks like coincidence, but proximity. And proximity matters, especially when a scandal later explodes and one person is destroyed while another walks away untouched. If Andrew was brought down because of his presence in that world, then Meghan's proximity to that orbit raises serious questions. What did she know? And why was this never discussed? The yacht is more than just a photograph. It is a doorway into a chapter of Meghan's life that was never explained, never questioned, and never publicly addressed. And it is within that silence that the royal story begins, because the closer one looks, the clearer it becomes that Meghan was not merely standing near the storm, she was standing inside it. Virginia Roberts was not a reporter, a commentator, or an outsider. She was the woman whose claims helped bring Prince Andrew's world crashing down. According to claims, She did not only want powerful men questioned, she reportedly wanted Meghan Markle called as a witness. Not because Meghan was a celebrity or because she married Prince Harry, but because she was considered a close past associate of Prince Andrew. That description carries weight, suggesting that someone believed Meghan was not a stranger to Andrew's private world and may have been present, aware, or at least nearby during parts of his life that later came under international scrutiny. The reasoning behind the claimed request was simple. If Meghan had a personal relationship with Andrew before Harry, she might have seen things, heard things, or been around environments others only whispered about. The most unsettling question is why her name would be considered at all if she truly had nothing to do with that world, as witnesses are not chosen randomly but because they may know something. Yet when the legal storm intensified, Meghan was never called, her name disappeared, and her alleged connection was never publicly raised again, as if that chapter of her life had been erased. Instead of answers, there was silence, but silence does not erase history. It only buries it. The deeper one looks, the clearer it becomes that Meghan was not simply dropped into royal life, but had already brushed against elite power before meeting Prince Harry, which leads to the next turning point: how she entered those circles in the first place. When Meghan moved to Toronto to film Suits, she was not yet royal or globally known, but a working actress with ambition and limited access. Yet according to sources, that changed quickly after her arrival when Marcus Anderson entered her life. Marcus Anderson was a senior figure connected to Soho House, the private and exclusive network known for its high-profile members, secret events, and elite connections. He did not simply meet Meghan. He reportedly recruited her, introducing her to the highest levels of Toronto society and opening doors most people never even see. Through Anderson, she was said to have connected with influential figures, including Jessica Mulroney, and expanded into circles linked to New York's wealth and power. This was not random socializing, but deliberate positioning, where one introduction led to another, one circle led to the next, and one network created access to powerful spaces. By the time Meghan's name entered Prince Harry's world, she had already stepped into elite environments that traced toward royalty, wealth, and, according to earlier claims, Prince Andrew's orbit. Her rise was not sudden. It was constructed, and as she moved closer to power, her path increasingly intersected with names that would later become explosive. This is where the story takes a darker turn, because according to sources, Harry was not Meghan's first royal focus. Someone else was someone older, already inside the palace and tied to Epstein: Prince Andrew. Sources claim Meghan had her sights set on Andrew not as a mentor or a friend, but reportedly as a romantic and strategic target, a detail that dramatically changes the narrative. This suggests Meghan was not simply drifting through elite society, but aiming upward, calculating, choosing, and deliberately positioning herself for proximity to titles, status, and royal access. Standing between her and Prince Andrew, however, was Sarah Ferguson. Fergie was not only Andrew's ex-wife, but also his gatekeeper, long-standing ally, and protector of his royal space, and according to claims, she blocked Meghan from getting close enough to Andrew to pursue anything further. That barrier forced a pivot. If Andrew was unreachable, another path into the monarchy was needed. This is where strategy or fate shifted dramatically. Meghan did not expect to end up with Prince Harry, nor did she anticipate capturing the attention of a younger, popular prince positioned squarely in the royal spotlight. But when the opportunity appeared, she seized it and did not let go. What allegedly began as a plan centered on Andrew suddenly became the most significant royal leap of the century. Meghan did not merely enter the royal family, she married into its heart, a move that would change everything for her, for Harry, and for the monarchy itself, while leaving secrets lingering in the shadows. As the story moves into fallout, realization, and alleged cover-ups, Harry initially believed his marriage offered freedom, love, and an escape from the rigid royal machine. But according to sources, that belief slowly unraveled. Over time, whispers reached him, quiet remarks, old stories, and references to Meghan's past connections to Prince Andrew long before Harry ever met her. At first, he rejected the rumors, defended her, and distanced himself from family members who tried to warn him. But eventually, claims suggest he accepted what he had resisted. He reportedly realized the warnings were not rooted in jealousy or control, but in truth, a realization that hit deeply and left him distant, unsettled, and overwhelmed. Sources say he felt trapped far from home, isolated in California, bound to a marriage now shadowed by unanswered questions, turning what he once believed was love into a sense of betrayal. If Meghan truly had a personal connection to Prince Andrew and once aimed for him instead of Harry, then Harry was not chosen for love but for usefulness, a realization that, according to claims, shattered him. While Harry struggled privately, the palace was making calculated decisions behind the scenes that revealed something far larger at work. One would expect the press to erupt over Meghan's alleged past with Andrew, especially after the Epstein scandal destroyed Andrew's reputation. Yet there were no headlines, no investigations, and no sustained coverage, only silence. According to the claims, that silence was deliberate and strategic, driven by three major fears. First, concern for Harry's mental state, as public exposure could have broken him completely. Second, the risk of a second Epstein-level scandal that could engulf the monarchy if Meghan were even loosely tied to the same orbit. And third, the danger of institutional collapse, as the palace would appear reckless and incompetent for allowing her into the royal family. Rather than expose the truth, the palace allegedly buried it. No statements, no questions, no inquiry protecting Meghan, not because she was innocent, but because revealing her past could threaten the monarchy itself. Yet, while this wall of silence was built, one insider reportedly refused to remain quiet forever: Prince Andrew. According to sources, Andrew is furious and embittered, having watched his reputation destroyed, his title stripped, and his future erased, while someone who shared his circles and, allegedly, his personal history walked away untouched, feeling that he alone took the fall for a world they both inhabited. He is now said to be ready to talk, not out of justice, but resentment, and sources claim he may not be alone, with Sarah Ferguson, Fergie, also connected to what could come next. Sarah Ferguson herself is reportedly aligned with Prince Andrew, and together they are said to hold knowledge about Meghan's past, her connection to Andrew, and the hidden chapters the palace has kept quiet for years. For the first time, the real danger is not coming from the press, but from inside the royal family, a man silenced for years, a man with no future left to protect, and a man who could detonate the truth with a single statement. The moment Andrew speaks, silence will no longer shield Meghan, and that leads to the most explosive point of all: the truth that could end everything. Every story reaches a breaking point, and according to sources, that moment is approaching because there exists one buried reality capable of destroying Meghan's royal chapter forever. This truth is said to be held not only by Andrew, but also by Fergie and even Princess Eugenie, and it is tied to Meghan's past relationship with Andrew, the Epstein orbit, and the reason the palace chose silence over exposure. If that truth emerges, Meghan would not merely lose status, she would lose her public image, her royal identity, her future influence, and the monarchy itself could be shaken to its core. According to this narrative, Meghan did not simply marry into the royal family. She infiltrated it, and if Andrew breaks his silence, the world will never see her the same way again. The modern royal fairy tale would fracture, revealing a history darker and more dangerous than anyone imagined, which is why Meghan is said to be panicking, the palace frozen, Harry unraveling, Catherine stepping into calm leadership, and Charles reportedly confirming decisive action. The monarchy, according to claims, is bracing for impact, and the only question left is what happens when the man who lost everything finally decides he has nothing left to protect. When that moment arrives, the world will not just hear a confession, it will witness history rewriting itself in real time. And this story will only be the beginning.